Welcome back to the farmstead. It is early morning in the garden. I thought I'd come out here this morning and enjoy the lovely and have my coffee before the sun comes up and it gets terribly hot and humid. So, it's been a while since we've been out in the garden together, so I thought I'd give you a little update. Let's start with the sunflowers. This row of sunflowers by the fence are from some seeds that a friend gave me. I dug 2 little trenches and just sprinkled seeds, and sprinkled and sprinkled and sprinkled. And as you can see, they are doing very well. I'm excited to see what kind of variety we get there. Moving over to the next row is the okra. These 2 rows are Heavy Hitter, is the variety of okra, and they have germinated very well. A couple of spots where we need to go back and stick some more seeds in, but that won't take but a minute, and it'll catch right up. Now that we've got a little bit warmer weather and some sunshine, I'm hoping they will come on. This last row of okra that we have here, germination wasn't as great. I need to do some weeding and replant those. I don't remember what variety those were, but we'll get those replanted and they'll come on up. We're supposed to have a few days of sunshine now, and they will enjoy that for sure. Moving on to the peppers. Peppers, 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 peppers. Some are doing okay. Some are struggling. Habaneros down here on the end. And then I think we've got jalapenos. And then maybe some nadapinos. I think the nadapinos are over there with the bananas. They're all peppers. They all look the same until they start growing. So some of the plants are doing good. Some of them are struggling. I've given them each some fertilizer. We've had so much rain. We've had probably 15 inches in a month. And I'm thankful for the rain, don't get me wrong. But it's been cloudy, and peppers like the sunshine. So these next few days should really make these peppers a bit happy too. This little row of tomatoes is the Floridade variety, and they've got some fruit on them, and these plants are doing okay. I've said before, we have a very clay-based soil, and even though we have gone in and amended this ground, and I put fertilizer and I put fresh compost and potting soil in with each of these as they were planted, still not ideal, but I'm thankful for whatever we get. And I'm thankful we have local growers that I can use as a resource to get all the tomatoes I'll need this season, if I don't get any myself. Now the tomatillos, on the other hand, well, that's a different story. These are going crazy and are doing great. I never imagined that I could grow tomatillos like this. I tried last year. They got beat down by the storm. I did not replant them. But this year, boy, this is fantastic. I am so excited. We will definitely have at least one big old batch of salsa verde. And this next row of tomatoes is the variety ones, the Kellogg's Breakfast, the Dr. Witchies, and the plants have struggled. They've done okay, but you can see they're really struggling. But we do have fruit on some, and that's pretty exciting. The back row here are all my San Marzanos, and they really have struggled. I don't know why this row more than the others has struggled, but they really have. So again, we have lots of local growers. I'll be glad to support them and get some from them. I'm hoping these will come on, but I'll be thankful if I get any, and I'll be thankful for the other growers in my area where I can get fresh ones. Now, as much rain as we've had, This garden does slope just a little bit, so the rain, for the most part, runs off well, and it drains well. It gets everything wet, but then it drains well too. So these are rattlesnake beans. I'm excited. Those are a new variety for us this year. Here we have watermelon. Grandkids will love this. I keep putting the little tendrils where they'll grow down into the garden instead of out on the grass, but this should be fun to see what we get here. More rattlesnake beans here. And then fairy tale pumpkins. And this little low spot over here really does hold water, so it doesn't drain as well, but we'll see. These are the seeds that I got from a pumpkin I bought at the store, so don't know if they'll grow or not, but I am very hopeful. Under this trellis, the noodle beans are starting to come on. They haven't quite reached the trellis yet, but they're not far from it. Those should be really fun to see. If they reach all the way up there to the top and then get 3 feet long, that'll be something to take a picture of. My second planting of cucumbers has done very well. They are coming along and reaching my little trellis here now for them. Seen a few cucumbers, hadn't picked any yet. But I am anxious to have plenty of cucumbers to make bread and butter pickles with this year. We are completely out. This row over here is green beans. Blue Lake, I think, is the variety that we ended up planting here. They are coming on well. I weeded them the other morning. They're doing good. Starting to put some blooms on them. And then in my little crates here, I have some tomatoes. These were some leftover tomatoes that I had that didn't fit in the garden part, so I had these crates. I thought I'd put some weed fabric in them, put some soil, see if I could grow some of these extra tomatoes. I am going to do a Florida weave to support these, because all the tomatoes that I have are indeterminate, so they'll grow tall. But I'm going to do the Florida weave on these, and I'll get that out here in the next couple of days. Some of them are doing okay. Some of them didn't make it, but thankful to have them all. So here is a look at the green stalk. I am quite disappointed in the strawberries. They just did not grow. So I talked to the lady at the nursery where I bought them, and she said to spray them for mites, which I have done. And we will see if they come back. If they don't start showing some improvement in about a week, I'm gonna take them out. My arugula went to seed, but that's okay. Here's another pest problem I'm having. Apparently, these little flowers had something on them when I bought them. I've tried and tried to kill them. I've sprayed them with the same stuff I sprayed the strawberries with. And if they don't improve rapidly, I'm gonna take them out. Now this yellow rose that I have here has been blooming beautifully. But these, another story. They've been blooming, but some's been eating them. This is the orange rose, and it too has been blooming beautifully. And these are some of the snapdragons that Laura and I got out at the plant farm, and they've done great. So pretty. Here's a little bed full of zinnias. Had to replant. The first ones really didn't sprout except for those few that are tall. But they're coming back and gonna be great. Here's a bed of all different kinds of things. Zinnias here at the front. Blue bonnets. Look at there. State flower of Texas. How proud are we of that? Some of the teddy bear sunflowers here that are coming on. More zinnias. calendula, which I have never grown before, but I am loving. And here is the loofah vine, going all the way up. Yay! This little bed, I just threw out a container of wildflower seeds, and they are being wild and doing their thing. But aren't they pretty? Here are the irises that bloomed that a friend gave me. Don't know if they'll bloom again, but boy, they sure were pretty. A couple of hanging pots of petunias. These I started from seed. First time I've ever started petunias from seed. Doing great. Here's the other loofah. Going up the trellis here. Woohoo! More calendula. So pretty. And this bed here is the one that was filled with the bachelor buttons, the big tall bachelor buttons. And after the storm started taking them out, I took them out. All the way down to nothing. But we've got the bachelor buttons in other beds now. But in this one is quite the variety. Zinnias down there in the bottom right. The teddy bear sunflowers. My 3-year quest to grow teddy bear sunflowers has finally yielded success. Some there, big one there. Some cosmos. More sunflowers. More calendula. Here we've got some different things. Yarrow, zinnias, cosmos. Just a variety. We'll see what comes up. Here's a butterfly bush. I did buy that at the nursery. I did not start that from seed. I do have some over here that I did start from seed, but they don't look this pretty. Some more of the sunflowers. Some more zinnias, cosmos, and look at my Shasta daisies. Planted them last year. They had leaves, but they never bloomed, and now they have. Loving it. And say good morning to girlfriend. She's wanting some worms. Good morning. Good morning. Didn't mean to scare you. Look here. Come here. Oh, bonus. These have ants in them. Yeah. Here you go. How's that? That make you happy? Let's get a quick check on my barrels while we're out this morning. These big plants are marigolds. They're overpowering my little tomato I put in there. Second planting of radishes. Coming up nicely. Some more tomatoes. This is Geranium Kiss. That's Geranium Kiss. And that is a yellow pear. And I'm hoping it will come on. And that is the size I thought this was going to be. Oh well. Another little barrel of wildflowers to attract the butterflies and the bees. And I've seen the prettiest butterflies on here. My basil. And this is the basil that froze, the last frost that we had. The tips of it froze. I did snip off the tops and it seems to be coming back well. 3 more sunflowers because I'm going to have me some sunflowers now. This is cilantro. Got some dill. And apparently we have a problem with something eating our dill. Bunch of them snails, I'll bet you. So, I'm gonna have to deal with that today. Oh, there we go, look. Look at that. And over there. Look at those. Well, that could be the problem. Patty pan squash. Didn't come up in the garden, but hopefully it'll do something here. Chamomile there in the middle of that one with some more of those big marigolds. And a bathtub full of beans. It was empty. Beans wanted to grow. And here are the onions. Now, I think these may be yellow onions. Some flowers. White onions. White onions. I have never been successful with onions, and these are doing great. I'm very excited. All right, coffee's about done. Time to get to work. Let's go dig some potatoes. So our potatoes have been growing since Valentine's Day. Planted them on Valentine's Day, and they've done very well. But now it's time to see what we got. Ooh, look at those. Look at those. Oh, nice. Plants in it. Dump the pot over into the wheelbarrow. Potato bugs. Time to go. The caterpillar. Time to go. Oh my, look here. Those. Yep, those are seed. These are our seed potatoes, so we don't want to keep those. Those will go off to the compost. All right, that was off of that pot. Oh, nope, there's one. One pot. That's awesome. Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness, and all the snails. Oh, and there's ants. Yay. Oh, they're all over. That was the seed potato, I think. Oh, full of ants. Full of ants. Not so many in that one for sure. Nope. Just lots of ants. All right. put this on the compost bin. Now, let's see what's in bucket number 3. Oh, we have a winner. There we go. Nice. There's some. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at there. Little bitty ones. So there we are. A very nice harvest of potatoes from just 3 little barrels. Now that's what I call growing food for your family. Thanks for joining me in the garden this morning. Time to go in and cool off. See you next time.